suffer at all.
No.
But it is interesting to have an eyewitness of much of what happened.
Neither of us was living here then, of course, but do you know anything about the size of the city then?
I know that the city itself was basically within the walls.
Yes.
The Pasha's house, which is now American Colony, was the one building outside. I don't know how early that was, but I was always understood that Mishkanot Ananim, the windmill, and then Yamin Moshe itself was the first building outside of the city walls.
It was Sir Moses Montefiore,
Yeah.
as the one of the trustees of the estate of Judah Turo, an American Jew who died without heirs.
Yeah.
He used his money to build Mishkenot Sha'ananim, but the cornerstone for Mishkenot Sha'ananim was laid in 1851, and it was in 1853 that Montefiore actually imported the windmill here. Yes. So,
also found it didn't work
yes,
properly, so they built the other one
quite
up on Rambam Street.
Yes.
And then even, I think, a further one near Jason's tomb.
Yes, that's very interesting, Jason's tomb. But anyway, I'm back to this because actually Mishkenot Sha'ananim, the construction was completed in 1861.
Yeah.
But before that, Consul Finn, James Finn, and his wife Elizabeth had purchased a plot of land, and actually a vineyard, to the northwest of Jerusalem at the time, and there was a house built on it. That was in 1855, in order to also to provide employment for Jews.
That I didn't know. What I remembered with Sir Moses Montefiore was that they could not get the Jews that were within the walls to live here. And to begin with, they put these big gates that are still here that were shut at night, and there were guards on them. But still they wouldn't. They used to come, live in the homes, and then just before sundown, shoot back into the old city.
Yes, that's it.
And the story I heard was from, I think, his grandson, who said that he ended up, his grandfather, in paying some of to stay in the homes. And that finally meant that some of them did. And once they began to realize it was much better, the air was cleaner and less polluted, and
eventually, yes. But it's actually not his grandson. He didn't have any children, you know. But
what's Moses Montefiore?
Yes, it's the Stebags, his wife's family. They adopted the name of Montefiore.
Ah.
So it's actually Sebag Montefiore.
Yeah, Sebag, yes, that's right, yes.
Yes. But then you also have, in 1861, as I said, the construction was completed.
Yeah.
But the next was Machane Yisrael in 1867. That's at the bottom of Agron Street, just past the American consulate residence.
Yes.
There's an area there known as Machane Yisrael. That was the very next one after. And then we have Nachalat Shiv'ah.
Yeah.
And eventually also Mea Shearim.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't know whether you're aware of it, but there was a major earthquake in 1837 and destroyed most of Safed and Tiberias.
Yeah,
And that's what led to an increase in the Jewish population of Jerusalem.
yeah. One of the biggest surprises I had was that that Jerusalem had such a large Jewish population from a very early date. I mean, going back to the 19th century.
Certainly. 1840,
Yeah,
Jerusalem's, what, about 15,000 people here,
yeah,
and about 8,000 Jews.
yeah. Which sort of gives some indication that the idea that the Jews have taken Jerusalem from the Arabs is so nonsensical.